Hello, and once again, welcome to The Kevin Lee Show. My name is Kevin Lee, and today we are actually going to be doing something a little bit different. In fact, this might be something that we're going to do more often as we go forward. And what we're going to do is I'm going to actually read you my most recent blog entry. So I think every time I write a blog going forward, I'm actually going to read it as a podcast as well, just so you have an audible version as well as a readable version. And of course, these blogs can be found on medium.com. And if you go to my user handle, which is at Kevin from The Kevin Lee Show, that's Kevin from The Kevin Lee Show, you'll find it there. Or of course, you can always just go onto my website at thekevinleeshow.com, and it'll be right there. When you click on blog, it'll bring you directly to my medium.com. So, without further ado, I'm going to read to you now my first entry into my medium.com site called This Is Just a Test.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time it might be, wherever you may be.
Welcome to The Kevin Lee Show. This is just a test. I repeat, this is just a test. Now, you might be asking yourself, why would I say that? Simple, because it is. You see, I'm new here, and I honestly have very little idea of what's going on at Medium.com. And I'm not just new to this site, but new to this concept. Don't get me wrong, I love the idea, but it's an idea that I'm still getting used to. I've been dabbling in prose for quite some time now, even wrote a couple of books that I'm still in the process of editing. Oh, the joy of editing. So I'm not new to writing, but rather writing in such a fashion as is found here on this site and app. The way I look at it, I think this site is great, at least for me, to get my ideas out of my head and out into the world. That said, my writing may not look like many others' offerings here. Let me explain. You see, like I mentioned, I want to use this venue to get my ideas on paper, or I suppose I should say screen. Sorry, I'm a bit old. And because I'm just trying to get everything out, when it does make its way here, it will come in many different shapes and forms. Short. May only be a paragraph or two. Long. Way longer than a paragraph or two. Chaotic. Can anyone say E.E. Cummings? And raw. Definitely raw. When I say it's raw, what I mean is don't expect it to be all polished and stuff, because it won't be at all. Chances are that there will be some capital letters where they belong and punctuation where it belongs as well. And if you haven't already noticed, lots of punctuation and very little of it traditional. But I'm not going to worry about editing in any way. If you couldn't tell from the aforementioned statement, I don't like editing. So what should you expect? Good question. Thanks for asking. Posts. Lots and lots of posts. In other words, writing. I plan on writing as much as time allows. Now, how much that is completely contingent upon my children. Oh yeah, I don't believe I mentioned, I'm a stay-at-home dad. Let me just say thank you for listening to this intro post. Truly, you could have spent this time doing anything in the world, and yet you chose to spend it listening to my words, so thank you. Also, like I said, I plan on writing a lot. So if you like reading and listening a lot, you might want to think about following me. Not to mention, I love constructive criticisms. Really. Don't hold back. Anyway, I feel as though I've taken up enough of your time. Thanks again, and I hope we'll be seeing a lot of each other in the near future. Kevin. So, there you go. There was my first post. It was very short and sweet and to the point. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you do, please remember to subscribe so you can get my posts as often as I post them. And you can read them over at medium.com/at Kevin from The Kevin Lee Show, or you can go onto my website, which you click on the blog link in the upper right-hand corner. It will take you directly to it, or you can listen to my podcast here, which can be found at The Kevin Lee Show on iTunes and on SoundCloud, and as well as Spreaker. Thank you, and have a great day.